Hey, what's up guys, it's Renaldo here. So just quickly, please be sure to subscribe if you have not done so, and if you enjoy this video, then please smash the like button and please share this video far and wide with everybody that you know. Alright, Cyril Ramaphosa is going to address the nation on Sunday after explosive allegations were made by KZN's Provincial Commissioner of the SAPS, Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Now, these allegations involve the Minister of Police, it involves members of Parliament, it involves senior business leaders, it involves many people. If you want to get the whole rundown, you can watch the video over here. I'm not going to go into too much detail with regards to it. I'm just going to address what I think the public is expecting of Cyril Ramaphosa when he addresses the nation on Sunday. All right. Now, I think a lot of people are concerned with the Minister of Police being in charge of the police after these explosive allegations came out. So a lot of people are asking, well, what is Cyril going to do on Sunday? Well, I suspect that there is a couple of options here that is available for the president. Now, what South Africa wants is for Cyril Ramaphosa to come out and say, these allegations are quite serious. We are going to suspend the Minister of Police pending this investigation and the outcome of it. And once we have all the information, we will explain it to the public and then we will take further steps. That is what South Africa would love to hear. However, what I think is going to happen is, if you look at the ANC's step-aside clause, the step-aside clause is only for individuals that has been criminally charged. Now, Senzo Mchunu, the Minister of Police, have not been charged. It's just allegations. So the right thing to do would be to suspend him pending the investigation. But I think that's going to be a factional battle within the ANC if that is done. And therefore, I believe that Senzo Mchunu will remain as the Minister of Police whilst this is going on. Now, if I was Senzo Mchunu, I would have stepped aside because that would be the right thing to do. But from what I've heard, there is damning evidence against him with regards to this. So I think that he's going to dig in his heels and he's going to start fighting with Cyril Ramaphosa and start fighting with the ANC. Now, I think there's a lot more that has not been made available and made public with regards to more information that Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi has. So I think that everybody's now just at that wait and see moment. But a lot of people are expecting the president to ask Senzo Mchunu to step aside. I don't think that's going to happen. I do think, though, that that's the honorable thing to do, but I don't think it's going to happen. I wish that Cyril Ramaphosa proves me wrong this Sunday, because that'll be amazing, but I don't think that's the case. So the options are a judge-led inquiry. That is the one option. That's going to take months. The second option is to suspend all the top brass of the SAPS, which is not really likely, but that would be the right thing to do pending this investigation. Then you can also bring in the public protector to do an investigation, but I don't know how many people trust the public protector these days. And then, of course, I think the one that makes the most sense is to get a SIU, the Special Investigations Unit, to come and quickly do a deep dive, to do an investigation, and then to, make recommendations. So pretty much what is on offer is just investigations. That is the right thing to do because you would want the proof to come out and for everything to be beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, unfortunately, I think what's going to happen on Sunday is the president is going to come out and say, these things are really concerning and I'm shocked by it. However, these allegations are just that, allegations. Therefore, we are not going to remove the minister from his position. We are, however, going to launch a probe into all of this. And as we all know, that's going to take months. And by then, this is going to become a spectacle. There's going to be more factional battles within the ANC, which is not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing for the country. Now, ultimately, I think what would be a number one victory for South Africa is if Senzo Mchunu decides to step down pending this investigation. That's not going to happen in my opinion. And then for a quick SIU to take place, the Special Investigations Unit, to do a deep dive investigation and then to come out with recommendations. However, time will tell as to exactly what is going to happen. Please let me know what you think should happen and what President Cyril Ramaphosa should tell us this Sunday he is planning to do. But unfortunately, it looks like all three of the big recommendations is a massive investigation. A judge-led inquiry is going to take months. SIU probe will take months. And getting the public protector involved will take months. So this is not going to be something that is going to be resolved quickly. However, I think that we as a nation have to thank Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi for taking this bold step, because there is no real upside for him. What is the potential upside? There is none, because you're not going to get a promotion for embarrassing the government. You are going to get death threats and you are going to get intimidated. So there is no real upside, and I think that is why so many people are getting behind the KZN police commissioner, the provincial police commissioner, because he doesn't really have a lot to gain and he's got everything to lose. We know that he and his family already have received death threats. And of course, in South Africa, with all the political killings, we know that this is something that is not just simply threats, but it's something that could happen, because whistleblowers in this country, unfortunately, aren't that well protected. So ultimately on Sunday, we will find out what the next steps are. But I think we as South Africans have already gotten accustomed to subpar promises and then even worse deliveries when it comes to that. So I wouldn't be surprised if the president allows the minister to remain in his position, because these are just allegations so far. However, I know that we as South Africans want immediate action, because we are all gutful of corruption in South Africa, and we have always believed that there is some form of criminal syndicate behind the curtain controlling things that happen in South Africa. So it's going to be interesting to see what the president's got to say on Sunday. I will be broadcasting live on Sunday if you would like to join my live stream. The link to that will be in the description below, so that you can set a reminder for yourself. And then, we'll have to see what the president say on Sunday. But I don't think it's going to be what we want as a nation. I think it's what's going to protect the ANC. Because as we all know, if you go onto the president's X profile or his social media, it says first and foremost that he's the president of the ANC. And then after that, he says that he is the president of South Africa. If you don't believe me, go and look. Go and look right now. I double dare you to go and look at President Cyril Ramaphosa's X profile or his Facebook profile, etc. ANC first, South Africa second. So it's going to be interesting to see, but be sure to join me on Sunday at 6:30 by clicking the link in the description below, but you can go and set a reminder. And that's pretty much all I got to say, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to smash that like button. Please be sure to subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to share it far and wide. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Till later, cheers and peace out.
You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I went my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I went my massacre. My massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I went my massacre. My massacre.